So we have with us the under 18 Jamaica College Trials champion from 2020. In 2021, you were ranked third in the entire region, and in 2022, you were the national junior champion with a throw of 55.91 meters. Javelin throws we're talking about. We have with us none other than Jemar Ferguson. Welcome, Jemar.
Thank you for having us.
Now, Jemar, first thing is, how did you get into javelin? Javelin is such a throw that, you know, sometimes we tend to focus so much on the track. So you get into throws, and in particular javelin.
Sir, I remember one day in first form, I was going home and I just saw two people on the field throwing a stick. And I was like, that looks so fun. I want to go try it out, and I walk around the school looking for the coach until I found him like at the end of the school year, and he was saying, okay, just give me a name and a number and you can come to training in August. And that's just how I got into it.
And this is in second form.
Yes, sir.
So that means you actually started in third form summer.
No, second.
Or second
That
form.
would have been in first form. So
First form.
I started
So, okay.
the summer before second.
Oh, summer before second form.
Yeah.
Alright, now we saw that you performed so well at Carifta Trials, winning under 18 2020. We see you performing well at all comers meet. So how comes we're not seeing Jemar Ferguson at champs now, boys champs? Everybody wants to see you throwing the stick 60 meters at champs. Why we're not seeing you at champs?
So that would be because our squad is a very deep javelin squad. So we have three, including me, we'd have four throwers in total, and the other three, LeBron, Dorian, and at the time Gabriel, we'd all be very close. So right before champs, we'd have a throw off, and I don't know why, but in the throw off, I just wasn't firing at all. So that's why.
So now javelin, as we know it, it's an open event. So class 1 and class 2 can participate.
Yeah.
So talk us through your javelin career starting from third form. You just started, you were excited, you said you walk the whole place, you get the coach number, you go there summer now. What, talk us through coming right
Alright,
there.
so I remember the first time starting out, and at the time we didn't have Raji Ford as our coach. It was a different person, and we were there, and because in the early season there's a lot of running and stuff. After like 2 training sessions, he was like, no man, you need to go to sprints. And he was trying to push me over to go to sprints, and he almost got me over there, and then by the next week he was gone. Rajiv came, so I was very happy for that. That first year, I think I was just very happy to throw. I was just going to training every day, trying to learn as much as I can from the seniors at the time. Kimani Kirby. He was one person who was very helpful when we started out, and I think that year I threw 37.
Just starting at
Yeah,
37.
And I was happy. I was so happy that I threw 37. And then the year after that, in third form, that was when I kind of break out this year. Winning a Carifta Trials with 52.9. That was great.
And the 18 champion.
Yeah, that was a good experience.
Nice. Now, let's fast forward now to last track season. I personally saw you through 56.99, but you placed 4th. Talk us through placing 4th, but you were beaten by 3 of your teammates. And I checked the stats, your 56.99 would have placed you 3rd at champs. Again, just talk us through the feeling throwing 56. How did you feel, knowing that your 3 teammates beat you and you ranked number 1 at any other school?
It was just a feeling of knowing that all of us are out there trying to do our best and trying to make the top 2 to be able to go to champs, and it's just going out there and competing, even though they're my teammates and I see them every day. day at training, we train together, go to the track meets and we always compete and try to beat each other. And during competition, it's very, very intense, and then we're friends after.
So compete and then friends after.
Yeah.
Alright, now one thing I want to ask is why is it that our program here at Jamaica College, especially for Javelin in the last, let's say, 5 years, has been so great, so much in terms of producing better results as compared to other schools?
I would think it's because of the amount of time our coach Rajiv Ford puts into learning and understanding the technique and those little intricacies of the throw, because javelin is a very, very, very technical sport. And a lot of people might focus on strength or focus on how much you can lift in the gym, and he's about all around wanting it to be explosive on the track, explosive in the gym, and also there's a lot of little stuff that help us to be different and have that edge over the competition.
So the small key detail you said, explosiveness is important. Just for younger viewers watching, explosiveness is important, strength is important,
and speed also
speed
is
and speed important.
Yeah.
So knowing that if you go to any other school, you would have been the number one. I'm sure many other coaches would have come to you from different schools, Calabar, KC, Woolmans, and they say, listen, come here, help us to try to win boys champs. Now, has it ever crossed your mind to say I would leave Jamaica College knowing that if you leave, you'll of course be sure of your champ spot at any other school in the country?
Not really. It wasn't really on my mind. Because I know that where I am now, even though I might not be at the time the best thrower, I know that the program is very good. And it's not all about champs at the end of the day. It's about trying to get a scholarship to go to college. And that's the end goal. So even if I go the whole 3-4 years not going to champs, I know that I'll be able to get a good distance and do something after that.
At the end of the day, it's all about the vision. Nice. Yeah. Now, I love that you brought up scholarship at the end of the day. So many younger persons now, first form, second form, or even primary prep school, they'd love to get into throws. Maybe they'd be interested in javelin, but a lot of time they're thinking about scholarship opportunities. So, can you just share with the audience, how does one get opportunities for scholarship for field events like javelin? How does that work?
So for javelin, the way how it's set up, because you're an international student going abroad, you have to be, they would want you to be the top dog coming as a freshman. So you have to be throwing over 60 meters consistently, 62, like between 62 and 65, you'll be pretty good going up. And they're saying that because javelin is also an indoor event, it's an outdoor event, because they have an indoor and outdoor season.
Yeah.
You only compete for half of the year, and they want to make sure that if you're competing for only half of the year, you're getting maximum points for them in the conference and even the opportunity to go to national.
So basically, in order to guarantee a full scholarship, over 62 meters is sure.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So one of the things is that, again, you're doing so well in the event, and a couple others doing so well in the event, like your teammates. But how is it that when you go to champs, the only time we see individuals watching javelin is really at champs? We don't tend to get that support at track meet, javelin happening, not so much persons watching the event. What do you think are some of the things that we can implement in our structure, in our program, in order to get more persons involved in javelin?
To get more persons involved, I think one thing that they could do is to implement javelin for all classes, because there are different weights. So in the open we throw 800 grams, under 17 level, which would be class 2, you throw 700, and class 3 you could throw the 600 gram javelin. And I think if they implement the classes I would have more people competing, more people coming to watch their kids competing, and them telling their friends and families about it, and come to the track meet, watch them, cheer them on, and bring a lot more attention to the sport.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Now, next question is, so what do you think now the stakeholders can do in order, from your point of view, that is, how do you think the stakeholders can help the managers to plan and ensure everything transitions smoothly, so overall we can see better performances in javelin overall in our country?
Better, one thing I think they should do is like look at the schools who over the years have been competing well in javelin and try to host like little clinics with the coaches and the athletes coming together, training together, and see what are they doing over at JC that we can do here at Calabar, and what are they doing at Calabar that we can do at KC, or even the smaller schools like Camberdown, like William Naval School, what they can do to their program to have better athletes going further and just giving everyone the opportunity to get a scholarship and not just competing aimlessly for points or chance.
I 100% agree. Now, as I said, many young persons might want to partake in javelin, but from your personal experience, you following the coach and getting his number and ensuring he start the summer, what would you say to a young person in grade 7, grade 8 that would want to start javelin? What would be some tips you'd share with them?
One tip I'd share with them is to just turn up every day, be consistent in your training, be consistent in your interest in the sport. Because if you're not interested in it to a level, you're not going to get any better. You have to want to watch videos, compare your technique to professional athletes, college level athletes, or just even a 60-meter throw. You want to get to 60 meters, so you're watching him how he throws 60 meters. It's just something that you have to love to do, and it takes a lot of time to get good at, but with the right amount of determination, I'm pretty sure anyone can.
So they have to have the right attitude, and they have to be prepared now to basically get some advice from persons throwing further.
Yes. Yeah.
Alright, nice. Now, what can we expect from you now, Jemar, for this track season 2023-2024? What are some personal expectations you're putting out there?
One personal goal for me this year is just to be more what you can say, more present in training and not just going through the motions. To be more competitive with my teammates. Even though I know that they're throwing further, I just keep competitive with them every day, work on what I can work on to be better, and maybe even beat them in training and track meets this year.
Alright. Now, in terms of scholarships in terms of scholarship opportunities, any particular college or, what's going through your mind in terms of life after high school? Do you plan to still do the event? What is life looking like for Jemar after high school?
Looking at a couple schools I'm looking at a couple schools where I can go to throwing javelin on a scholarship, and maybe even in Jamaica, because I hear a couple people up there throwing things. Just life after high school is looking into it and looking good so far.
Looking good so far. Alright, nice. Now, we'd also like to know, Jemar, so we notice in terms of world standards, javelin, the qualifying mark is 83 meters. And we notice here in Jamaica, not many persons are throwing over 75 meters. Could you see any sense of you changing that? And also, what do you think we can implement in our program so that we can start qualifying and representing the country and possibly winning some Olympic and World Championship medals in the event?
Well, I think for sure Jamaica has the talent to compete at that level because look at Trinidad, for example. They have a number of athletes going very far. Tyreek Rushford and Keshawn Walker.
Definitely.
Yeah, and I think Jamaica has very similar levels of talent. It's just the coaching has to be there to go at that level. It's two different, 70 meters and 80 meters, it's two different. And even though he might have the talent, he might not have coaching behind it to get them to that level. So once that is there, I'm pretty sure Jamaica one day have someone going to do it.
So if we improve the coaching, we definitely can get there.
Definitely.
All right, Jemar. We definitely want to wish you all the best going forward. I'm extremely proud to be a mathematics teacher. Extremely proud of you as a student athlete, and I hope that you just continue excelling, continue to have the right attitude. As you said earlier, if you have the right attitude, you'll definitely achieve the end goal you want. So keep having the right attitude, keep being successful, and I hope to see you taking home a gold medal this year at Boys and Girls Championship.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Jemar.